going to take not a break yet, but we're going to have a couple more before we get down and get serious, real serious. Next, I'd like to introduce to you a lady that came through our class. We met her at the other festival. You heard Susan join last year. She came to this festival. Was it last year you came to this festival? And joined the class. Well, 2 years ago we had another person who came and saw us at another festival and joined the class. And since then she's written several beautiful pieces and has had the opportunity to have some of her works done in the lovely country of Scotland. And so she shares her Scottish heritage with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Louise McDougall.
We told them 5 minutes ago.
Thank you so much. Hi. All right. So Devon told you, actually gave almost half the introduction to my piece here. It is about Scotland, but it is also about the heart of the city, because the title of this piece is First Mayor of Vancouver, and that's for real, 1886. Now, almost nobody in this city knows who that was, the first mayor of Vancouver. I do, and in fact, I know so much about him, and the reason is because he came over on the boat from Scotland with my ancestors, 1846. And a very interesting thing about that boat, 3 politicians developed in Canada as a result. One became the first mayor of Vancouver. Another one, a number of years later, became the MP for Vancouver Burrard, and that was a John Lorne McDougall, and you may have caught that my last name was McDougall, sorry, the relative. And one of his very good cousins became a Prime Minister of Canada, and that was Joe Clark. So you'll hear, and by the way, these people all have Maclean heritage, so you're going to hear about Macleans, Clarks, McDougalls, and because I cannot sing, I do performance poetry, and I read my poem, and you guys get to sing. I'll bring you in on the chorus. Well, actually, I'm going to bring you in right at the beginning. All right, your cue is this. Oh, and your words are First Mayor of Vancouver. So, oh, First Mayor of Vancouver was Mr. What's his name? Hardly anyone remembers, and that's a crying shame. So let me tell you all a bit about his claim to fame. Oh, first mayor of Vancouver was Malcolm A. McLean. Everybody. Oh, first mayor of Vancouver was Malcolm A. McLean. Again, first mayor of Vancouver was Malcolm A. McLean. On the 9th of June in 46, from Cornegweg, Isle of Tiree, the family of Alan and Jane McLean sailed forth in good company from Ruag, Hugh and Christy Clark, and Donald and Sarah McDougall, pure Scottish Highlanders through and through, renowned for being frugal. But what's the point of being frugal when you haven't got anything to be frugal about? Their shipmates Hector and Anne McLean and Colin Ann McDougall were just as Scottish and just as poor and just as pointlessly frugal. But poverty got them attention from the generous Duke of Argyll, who not only paid for their voyages, but even went that extra mile and pulled down every one of their houses. So they had to get onto that boat. Now, we, in the heart of the city. Do you call his name? Oh, first mayor of Vancouver was Malcolm A. McLean. A free trip overseas was his family's only fame until they got to Canada and their son won them acclaim. Oh, first mayor of Vancouver was Malcolm A. McLean. Again, first mayor of Vancouver was Malcolm A. McLean. McLean won the election from 500 voters May 3rd, 1886, when Vancouver's 600 livable buildings graced streets full of stumps, mud, and sticks. First item on Malcolm's first council's agenda was buying a new fire truck. When it didn't arrive by the 13th of June, Vancouver was sore out of luck. The city burnt to the ground. Undaunted, McLean rallied his council and they met in a tent right over on the corner of Water and Carroll Streets. A popular mayor, the voters returned him next year for a new term in office. He got them sidewalks and water and sewer and gas, as well as electric light service. Malcolm welcomed their very first steamship to port and their very first CPR train. He petitioned to Ottawa to get Stanley Park, though a different park here bears his name, and that is McLean Park on the corner of Kiefer and Heatley. Last chorus. Oh, first mayor of Vancouver was Malcolm A. McLean, a stalwart Scot, the likes of whom we might never see again. Burnt right out, so got a tent that met the city's first boat and train. Oh, first mayor of Vancouver was Malcolm A. McLean. Again, first mayor of Vancouver was Malcolm